doing? Welcome to this Enlight tutorial. So in this Enlight tutorial, we're going to make this effect right here. So we're going to take four images and we're going to apply a series of effects on the four images over a series of a few weeks, and we'll keep adding one of the images to the collage of four over the 4 weeks, but combining in what you see here. So let's have a look at the images first and foremost that we're going to adjust. So the one that we'll do today is this model, and we'll make this superb, really effective double exposure image with a few effects on there. We'll look at this tree, and we'll in a couple of weeks, and we'll turn it into this floating sort of effect here. We'll look at this tree flower, not much going on there, but we're going to apply a few effects to it and give this really nice sort of paint drip look with these lights as well. And then we're going to look at a frog, colourful frog, and just apply a colour swatch to it, making it like so, combining in a couple of weeks time with this four images and lots of skills learnt along the way. And I'll put all the images or links to the images in the description of the relevant videos. So let's get back over to Enlight and make a start on this one. So let's select this stock image of this model. Like I said, the images will be in the description below. I'm just going to tap the screen, and then I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to go to Mixer, and I'm going to select the image that I want to mix with the image on the background. I'm going to rotate it and drag out the size with my finger and my thumb, just pinch and squeeze, and I'm going to place it sort of halfway on the model's hair like so. Now, what you just have to bear in mind is, let's try and get this light part into the picture. So let's just drag it down so we do actually get this light part into the picture, because that's when you will see the sort of the best effect really when we start to mix it. And so I'm going to have it like this, and then I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to go to Blending, and I'm going to go to Seamless. So once you go to the Seamless Blending, you will get this effect. So now what I want to do, I want to click Tools again and go to Erase, and you see this line that's straight down the center, this line here. So I think we could do sort of smudge that line out with the Erase, so it's just not a defined line. And I'm just dabbing with my finger, and likewise around the top here. I'm just going to wipe out around the top a little bit and just make it a little bit nicer, make the effect look a little bit nicer. So you notice we've not got that defined line, and we've got this this quite nice effect now. And then I'm just going to click the tick button, and you see that I did that very roughly. I'm going to select the mixer again, and then select the same image, but this time rotate it the other way and just increase the size. Now you notice if I got this image over her face like this, even when I mix it, I'm going to have to delete some of the image. So I'm just going to make the image purposely a little bit smaller, or drag it down so it's not on the face of the model quite so much. So there's less deleting for us to do. So when we go to Tools and we select Blending and we go to Seamless, you notice we almost don't have to, in fact we don't have to do any erasing on this image at all. Maybe we could go to Tools, Erase button, and just on the neck area here. So I've just got rid of that front part then. And then I'm just going to click the tick button top right hand side to say that I'm happy with the changes and I agree with the changes, and that's our image. So then I'm going to go to Image, I'm going to go to Adjust, I'm going to come up here over to the right hand side, scroll all the way across, and I can do one of two. You can choose any filter that you want to. So you could just scroll through the filters and say, I'll tell you what, I like that one best. You just apply that again, adjust. So there's lots of filters that you can do, and it really is a case of preference. What do you prefer? But the way we're going to do it, or the way I'm going to do it for now, I'm either going to select the withered or I'm going to select the imprint. In this instance, I'm going to select the imprint and just ramp it up. So if I have no effect applied, imprint applied, I'm going to swipe my finger over to the right hand side, and you'll notice from the face on the image here, let me show you the effect that I want. I want to lose this cheekbone structure here, just so you have the eyes stand out. So the darks for me now are standing out on the image, and the lights of the image are not as bright. So I'm just going to ramp it up a little bit more, and all it helps do is the lights of the double exposure of the tree line. So the lights behind the trees, makes those stand out and just gives you a better effect on the double exposure. I'm going to select the tick button, and then I'm going to close down that image, select the brushes, the effects, and then scroll along on the effects until I get these birds flying, and I'm just going to touch the screen around the tree, both tree areas, so I get these birds flying like so. That's a really nice effect in itself. I'm going to click the tick button. Now what you can do is you can go to image, you can go to adjust, and then you can go to tools at the bottom, and you can go to details. So from the left hand side we can improve the structure of the image a little bit. So it's sort of it doesn't sharpen it, it just makes the structure of the image a little bit more defined. The sharpen does, as it says, sharpens the image. Then the blacks, we can tone down the lights even more if we like so. So we've got rid of the brightness and just highlighted the darks on the images. Likewise with the shadows, we can emphasize the shadows a little bit more, and then the highlights, again, we're just toning down the lighter parts of the image, or we could ramp up the lighter parts of the image. I just want to leave them just a little bit toned. So at the moment I've got my structure on 13, my sharpen on 17, blacks on -41, shadows on -34, and highlights on -13. And then I'm going to click the little tick button, and that is the first image in our collage done. Let's go to our canvas, and it would just fit that square a little bit nicer. And let's crop some of the image down a little bit, just so it's a little bit more square. And then let's close canvas, go to finalize, select collage, look for the 4 images on the collage, and then we've got a nicer effect right there. Look, excellent. Okay, so that fits quite nicely. Obviously we're going to put our other images in at a later date. We could go for tools, we could change the color of the borders, or we could even put a pattern on the borders, which is quite nice. Quite nice effect. And obviously these patterns, these ones that are selected around the outside, they will go once we've added more images. But that is a cool effect. I'm sure you'll agree. Remember, we'll do more of the others a bit later on. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If I don't get to speak to you all before, I hope you have an awesome festive period, and I'll see you in the new year. Talk to you in the new year. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you soon. Bye.